minutes left.
Piernioni scores!
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
Oh, hey! Bob!
Oh!
What are you doing in Brady's office?
Just Brady asked me to help with some accountings,
Oh, well, don't stay up too late, all right?
All right. Ty vole, no, tak to bylo jen tak. No ty kokos, to bylo chlup. Máš to, bro? Mám, máš to ty? Jo, já to mám.
Here's Robert Bracco on a breakaway! Scores! Martin Rysavy on a breakaway, shot save, rebound, scores!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center where the Warriors are celebrating a 5-4 win over the Swift Current Broncos here tonight. It got tight late, but the Warriors hold on for the victory and skate to the 5-4 win here at the Moose Jaw Event Center in downtown Moose Jaw. It was a big one for the Warriors as they needed to snap a two-game home losing skid, and they do it in style with the victory here in this one. Let's take a look at the game scoring summary. We're going to hear from Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary in a bit. We'll have a recap of the out-of-town scoreboard and also 3 stars coming up. But let's take a look at the game scoring summary. It was the Warriors jumping out to an early lead with Jagger Furcus getting his 10th of the season. That came 5 minutes into the hockey game. It's just going to Denton Matejchuk and Max Warner on that one. That was at 5:27 and put the Warriors up 1-0 early on. Brady Burney gets his 3rd of the year at 7:41 to respond for the Broncos, and that was a big goal for them to get things back even. But the Warriors respond with a goal of their own 4 minutes later. Max Warner's 5th of the season on the power play with Cosmo Wilson and Eric Ulrey picking up the assists, and that gives the Warriors a 2-1 lead after 1 period of play. Second period, Warriors dominate in that frame. Atlee Calvert gets his 10th of the season at 5:19. Then late in the period, Robert Bracco scores a nice goal with his 3rd of the season at 16:41 to make it a 4-1 game after 2 periods of play. Just a minute into the 3rd period, Jagger Furcus strikes for his 2nd of the night, 11th of the season. That came at 1:05, made it 5-1. But the Broncos claw their way back. Just a minute after that goal, Matthew Ward responds with a power play goal, his 9th of the season, 2nd point of the night. And then the Broncos late, 14:28 gone in the 3rd period. Sam McGinley gets his 4th of the season on the power play to make it a 5-3 game. Then with just 47 seconds left in the hockey game, Matthew Ward, the Warriors at one end, Atlee Calvert gets stopped by a defender, just misses an empty net, and then the Broncos go back the other way. Matthew Ward, with 47 seconds left, scores his 2nd of the night, 10th of the season. That made it 5-4, tightened the game up, made everyone a little bit nervous here in the Moose Jaw Event Center, but the Warriors finish it off and get big victory here tonight over the Swift Current Broncos, needing that one. Shots on goal were 16-10 in that 3rd period. 35, that was in favor of Swift Current. 35-34 in favor of the Moose Jaw Warriors overall on the night. Looking at the power plays, Swift Current was 2 for 2, both those coming in the 3rd period. So good night for them with the man advantage. Moose Jaw has 7 power play opportunities, but they only get the 1 in the first period. After that, they could not put the puck in the net with the man advantage and end up with 1 for 7 on the power play here in this one tonight. So, but the big one is the victory. The Warriors picking up their 12th win of the season, and they'll head into Swift Current now tomorrow, riding a nice win there after on that one. So let's take a look at the 3 stars of the hockey game here tonight. Matthew Ward had 2 goals and 3 points for the Broncos, including that one to pull them within 1 late. Both his goals coming in that third period. He is your 3rd star of the hockey game. 2nd star, Jagger Furcus, gets a pair of goals. He now has the team lead with 11 goals on the season. He is your 2nd star of the night. And Den Matejchuk has 2 assists on the night, but he was dominant, the Warriors captain, looking great out there in the victory for the Moose Jaw Warriors in this one. So he is your 1st star of the game, is the Columbus Blue Jackets 1st round pick, and he picks up your 1st star of the hockey game. So we'll take a looking to catch up with Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary down in the Warriors locker room after this one. We'll take a quick break and hopefully hook up with the head coach after this on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. And more and more and more and more and more. And more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yeah!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as we recap the Warriors' 5-4 win over the Swift Current Broncos here tonight. Still waiting to hear from Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary down in the Warriors locker room. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard right now. And it was a busy 9-game slate in the Western Hockey League. The only other game happening in Saskatchewan, it was in Saskatoon, where the Blades get an overtime winner from Igor Sidorov, and they knock off the Medicine Hat Tigers 4-3 in the extra frame. Tight one there in Saskatoon tonight as those teams went back and forth. But Sidorov gets the winner for the Blades, and they pick up the victory over the Tigers, who had been playing some pretty good hockey as of late, including a big win over the Warriors last weekend. In Edmonton, the Oil Kings and Wheat Kings are tied at 2. That game midway through the second period. Nolan Ritchie has both goals for Brandon Miller and Hodnett with the goals for Edmonton as they are tied midway through the middle frame there in Edmonton. If you go on social media, wearing some pretty sharp new alternate uniforms there tonight. The blue with yellow trim. They look really good. Go check those out if you have a chance. In Lethbridge, the Hurricanes have a 2-1 lead on the Red Deer Rebels. That game late in the second period. Warmold has the go-ahead goal in the middle frame for the Hurricanes. In Portland, no score between the Silvertips and Winterhawks. That game is midway through the first period. And then moving over to the Calgary Hitmen and Tri-City Americans. Calgary is up 1-0 on Tri-City. That game midway through the first period. Also, no score between Prince George and Victoria. Kelowna's up 1-0 on Spokane, and no score in that Kamloops and Vancouver game. So, busy night around the WHL. You can check out all those scores at WHL.ca. Let's head down to the Warriors locker room, where I'm being joined by head coach Marc O'Leary after tonight's win. Coach, it got a little tight late, but got to be pretty happy with the team's effort overall in this game to pick up the big victory.
Yeah, I thought overall we played a pretty good game. I thought we did a real good job of being above pucks, finishing on top, and making it real difficult for them to really get anything off the rush. And I thought that was important. I thought we did a pretty good job inside of home plate. A few mistakes here and there, and then it got a little bit loose at times in the third period. But I just thought overall that game didn't need to be that close, and sometimes you're going to run into games and moments like that. But in the end, a win's a win, and we'll take it. We'll learn from it. We'll be a little bit better tomorrow.
Seemed like offensively this team had a lot of jump through all four lines here tonight and really were able to put a lot of pressure on the Broncos.
Yeah, I thought so too. And, to be honest, I was a little disappointed in the third period that, we couldn't keep that going. I think that, we had done so many good things to earn the lead that we had. And, you want to roll four lines right to the end. And, we got into a little bit trouble late there and had to shorten up the bench a little bit. So certainly there was four lines and six defensemen that had earned ice time tonight, and that's good. And hopefully we can see the same thing here again tomorrow.
How'd you feel Ryder Korzak fit in back in his first game here with the Warriors?
I thought he was pretty good. He had the puck a lot tonight, 5-on-5 and on the power play. I think it'll be one of those things that our power play will just need some more reps to get a little bit more comfortable. But at the end of the day, we had all kinds of looks on the power play, and a lot of that went through Ryder up top, and it's fun to see him back with the 38.
Going into Swift Current tomorrow, it's always a tough barn to play in. What's going to be the key for the team as you head into Swift Current?
Same things here in Moose Jaw. We have to make sure we're finishing on top and not giving them easy ice coming the other way. We're going to have to continue to manage pucks. I thought there was some moments tonight where we got a little bit lax in that area, both with breakouts, getting a little bit too cute and looking for things that weren't there, entering their blue line, and again making sure that we have depth in the offensive zone. That's where we want to play. We want to play in the fun zone, but we want to make sure that we're doing it right. And that's managing our depth and making sure we're playing honest hockey.
Congratulations on the win, and thanks for joining us here tonight, Coach.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
Thank you to head coach Mark O'Leary for joining us here on the post-game show. This will be the last broadcast for a little bit here on IKS Media Warriors Live, as the Warriors will head to Swift Current tomorrow and then embark on that 7-game, 14-day road trip to the BC Division after next week. Starting next week on Monday, they depart for Prince George. So we'll be back with Teddy Bear Toss Night on December 9th when the Warriors take on the Calgary Hitmen. But until then, be sure to tune in to Country 100 and also WHL Live to catch all the Warriors action on the road, and also check out the Warriors social media channels, as we'll have plenty of recaps and videos from the road for the team. But thank you for tuning in here tonight on IKS Media Warriors Live.